Welcome to Eat Great, Lose Weight with me, Kitty Stallings. I went from a size 22 to a size 2, cooking and eating the very way I'm going to show you today. I'm from down south, if you can't tell. And down south, we're asked on a pretty regular basis to bring a dessert to like a family reunion or a church social. There's always a big gathering of people and you're always asked to bring something. So let's look in our Eat Great, Lose Weight recipe book, which, man, howdy, I got it right here, and see if we've got something that meets that criteria. This is my before and my after picture on my Eat Great, Lose Weight recipe book, and I have them here to remind me of where I was and how far I've come. And you can download today's recipe and all of our other tasty tips on eatgreatloseweight.tv. Download them, print them out, and make your own recipe book. So let's look in here and see if we've got something fit for a family reunion. And I do. Something I like to call peach bread pudding with hot peach and nutmeg sauce. This is going to make a big casserole full of luscious dessert that anybody can eat. So time's a-wasting. Let's get started. Since it's bread pudding, you have to start with bread. Now this is Sara Lee delightful 100% whole grain bread, so it's full of fiber. First thing you have to do is dry it out. Now you can leave it out and let it dry out, or you can, put it in the oven for like 10 or 15 minutes and, like on 300 or whatever, and it'll get nice and dry, because what you want is you want your bread to sop up all the good, peaches and milk and eggs. You chop it up into cubes. Let's take our Libby's peaches, and these are peaches that are packed in Splenda instead of heavy syrup, and we're going to chop these up too. And I like to take my scissors and just chop them up like this. My mama was a real good cook, and she was all for things being as easy as possible. So that's why I'm using these scissors like this and chopping them up, because this would have met with her approval. Fast and easy. Take our dry ingredients, and we're going to pour all of our wet ingredients in here. We're adding our peaches, our whole can of peaches, 2 cups of fat-free milk, 1/2 cup of faux eggs, and we take our 2 egg whites and mix these together. And now we're going to take about a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we take about a teaspoon of nutmeg, and about a teaspoon of vanilla. Now, is this easy or not? I mean, you just dump it all in a bowl, stir it up, and you're good to go. And 1/2 cup of Splenda. When I was growing up, my Aunt Khaki used to have family reunions all the time, and everybody bring the best cakes and pies. Oh my gosh, whole table full of nothing but desserts, nothing, just desserts. I think she'd even approve of this one. Now you take your butter flavored cooking spray and spray your Pyrex dish, because you don't want it to stick. That already smells good. It's not even cooked. And now we put our bread pudding into our preheated oven and cook it till it's nice and brown on the top. Okay, we got our bread pudding in the oven. It's time to make some sauce. So take your blender and put about 3/4 cup of Smucker's sugar-free syrup in your blender. Now take 1 can of the Libby's peaches that have been drained. They're sweetened with Splenda, not heavy syrup. And you put those in your blender too. Some cinnamon. And some nutmeg. We're going to puree this. my goodness, doesn't that look good? You might want to just eat this with a spoon. Let's turn this on kind of low because we're just going to heat it up. Now we take our puree mixture and put it in our saucepan. We've chopped up another can of the Libby's peaches in the Splenda again, and we're going to add them to this sauce so it'll have nice big chunks of peaches in it. I'm just wild about peach sauce. I love it on bread pudding. Oh, I'm just wild about peach sauce. I'm just wild about it. Now, even though these peaches are canned, they're still a good source of vitamin A and vitamin C and fiber. And, you know, we use 2 cups of milk. That's a very good source of calcium. 2 cups of skim milk, fat-free milk. And also we used egg whites, which are a very good source of protein and potassium. So see, this has great nutritional value too. There's nothing like warm bread. It'll make you feel good all over. I mean, bread's a comfort food, so bread pudding is a double comfort food. How about some double comfort? Ooh. That doesn't take a lot of sauce, so just a little bit goes a long way. Now let's go eat. So, now it's eating time. Let's see how this tastes. Oh my goodness. It's so full of nutmeg. My goodness. Goodness gracious, that's good. Let's get another one. You can't ever do too many taste tests.
And you got a boatload of emails here for people asking about weight loss.
Now this is the skinny.
This is from Carol in Biloxi, Mississippi. How can I afford paying for food that is good for me? Fresh produce is so expensive. Do you have any ideas for eating great but cheap?
Well, I hadn't noticed it being that much more expensive, but I decided to invest in me. I was heading down the road to heart disease, high cholesterol, diabetes. One of my hips really bothered me. I had knee problems. I don't have any of those problems anymore. Think about this as a long-term investment in you. So now let's do some eating. You know, the best compliments you can get off a dish like this, because you're going to take it to a gathering, is when people come up to you and ask you for the recipe, which you will have, because you will have gone to eatgreatloseweight.tv and downloaded it and printed it out. So, cheers to your next social gathering and taking a big casserole full of yummy bread pudding. Thanks for joining us today. This is Kitty Stallings, wishing you good health and success in life. Until next time, eat great and lose weight.
You can eat great, lose weight, cooking up a feast really first rate. Kitty's gonna show you how to do it all. We'll even impress your mother-in-law. Eat great, lose weight, ain't no shame in cleaning your plate. You'll be a low-fat, low-cal, loving gourmet. The Eat Great, Lose Weight way.